Okay, welcome back. This is week 5, and in week 5, I decided to take a bit of a break from the writing stuff and work a bit more on her groundwork, body control, doing a little suppling exercise here, getting her to kind of rock back on her hocks a little bit, get some bend in her, carry herself straighter instead of like leaning her shoulder quite so much, stepping up more with that inside hind leg. Um, and then we did a lot of desensitizing this week. And like I said in the previous video, week 6, so this is week 5. So week 6, I took a break from videoing. So nothing for you there, but week 7, we'll be back up to videoing again. Here I am working on her front legs, and that's the first time I was able to actually feed it through like that without feeling like I was going to die. And same thing, I always go up and down her leg with it before I try to pick it up. Have her head cocked slightly toward me, and then right now I'm pushing. She does not want to pick up the foot, so I'm pushing on her to take her weight off of it so I can kind of pick it up a little bit. And you can see how bracy she is. She's very sensitive around her cannon bone and the inside of her upper leg, which is not unusual. So I'm doing a lot of rubbing there. And once she has it up, she's getting much more relaxed with it. So that's really, really good. And then here I did a little leading by her front foot. I'm going to be doing some leading by her hind feet, hopefully, in the next week or so here in real time, since this is week 5. I think we're going into week 7 now, so a couple weeks ahead of where this video is. So really happy with that. You can see I'm going to use that to take off that rope just like that. And she likes to come and sniff. I'm never sure if they're going to bite me, so she likes to always try to check things out. However, it is my personal space. I'm always kind of reinforcing that with her. Still working on body control. You could see how she kind of fell out of it there. So I'm going to go back into it because I really don't want her to move those back legs. So I'm going to keep asking until she keeps those back legs still. So waiting, and right there. Very nice. So she stepped over. Going the other direction, she's really good. Moving that shoulder away on this direction is really hard for her. She likes to move that shoulder into you. And this is her side pass. So she kind of wants to walk forward. She's trying to figure out what to do with her legs. I really want the off foreleg to step back and then the near one to step over. So she's still just figuring her feet out. So it's just a lot of repetitive stuff, doing that over and over and over again every day. We took a little break and had some fun in the water here, which was great. I was really hoping that she would roll. I would have loved for her to roll and really get dirty and really enjoy that, because she seems to be a bit of a water horse, but she wasn't quite relaxed around me to be able to roll. We had quite a bit of rain, so we had these huge puddles to play with, which is great training for these horses. So I'm glad that she got to enjoy her mud. We let her do that before we had to get her ready for her promo photos, before it got too much colder. Her coat got longer, so she got a bath. And then here, I'm actually starting to do some of this. You'll see in a minute at Liberty. She is really nervous about the saddle and the saddle pad and all those things. And so I'm spent a lot of time using positive reinforcement and doing some things at Liberty to really get her a little more confident about that saddle swinging up there and that pad swinging up there and all of those things before we progress with more riding. So like I said, I really took this week off to spend some time getting her groundwork a little more solid and doing a lot more desensitizing. You see it's quite a bit later. This whole process takes an exorbitant amount of time, but it usually pays off in the end. I shouldn't say usually, it does pay off in the end. You see, I'm like, didn't quite get it up there, but my goal was just to get it up there enough that I could get her to move and then let it fall off, and then see how she handled that. Of course, I've had things falling off of her before, but I've not had the Western saddle fall off her before. So this would be the first time that she's had that happen. And I just want them to always be really good with things falling off and not blowing up. So that was fantastic. Like, she could have really lost it. She's like, oh, I didn't even know that was there. So that was kind of cute. And then here I put it on again, and we're going to go the other direction. And thankfully that saddle's not very heavy, so it's easy to kind of throw up there. I thought that was kind of funny. She was like, oh, what's that? I've never seen a flag before. And she just sniffed it instead of like spooking at it or jumping up. And she's like, oh, you want me to walk? And So really, really happy with how she did in the session. I actually had to go the other way to get it to fall off, and I love that it fell off on the outside. I love it to fall off on the inside and the outside, going both directions. So the next day she got a really great bath, and this is her little photo shoot, and she cleans up super nice. You use Bardsley's products for, we use whitewash and their tonic conditioner, and oh, she just looked gorgeous. So those were her little promo shots. And here she's gotten really good at being tied, just kind of showing you that we're getting better about grooming. Something, of course, we do every day, but it's still it's a process with these guys. She's putting on decent weight, so I'm happy with that. She is on lots of ulcer treatment, some ulcer maintenance stuff, because it's just inevitable that they all are going to get ulcers if they don't already have them. Even just our domestic horses in training all seem to have, signs, symptoms of ulcers. Here I'm just currying her and getting her used to being touched all over. Of course, I had given her a bath, so I really had to get into everything. I didn't scrub that white sock. I probably could have, but I haven't really touched those back legs a whole ton, and so that's definitely on my to-do list. And then here we started playing with different things that we are desensitizing her with. And I like to do things where the ball has a mind of its own, where there's stuff that's coming at them, and of course none of it's going to hurt them, but coming at them, moving under them, around them, throwing things at them, all that kind of stuff that can kind of simulate that may happen, and teaching them that they're okay, that they can control their emotions, and they can control their reactions, and they don't have to blow up. And so, excuse me, so this ball's kind of fun. And she was like, oh, that was pretty good. It did take me a little while to get to this point, so don't think it started out this way. It started out with her running away from it quite a bit. But you could see we are getting somewhere. I thought this was hilarious. She just kind of kicked it. She's like, I'm done with that. So I hope you enjoyed.